2023, I have made the biggest resolution in my entire life, and I have stuck with it through this year, which is 2024, all the way until today. There's only one day more, which is tomorrow, to decide whether I have done it or not. The decision that I made was to make a video every single day, and I have stuck with it since that time. Now, I have three things that I did in order for me to make this as easy as possible, I would say, and as sustainable as possible. So if you want to stick with your New Year's resolutions, here are the three tips. The first thing is that you make it easy. When I started with only 1 second, and it increased every day by another second. So the first day I did 1 second, second day I did 2 seconds, third day I did 3, and so on. Until now I do around 6 minutes of videos, which is a lot. I think if you make something easy for you, whether it's exercising, whether it's reading, if you think let's say that you do 5 pages a day or 1 page, it's up to you, and then increase it over time. If you want to exercise, then probably going for a walk first, and then going for a run, and then maybe going to the gym. It shouldn't be like just immediately going to the gym, because there's going to be so much friction. Now, the second thing, which is also very important, I didn't do multiple things at the same time. I did only one thing. I decided on one thing only, and I decided to do it for the whole year. Now, you might be having multiple things. You might want to read. You might want to exercise. You might want to do multiple things or other things. But I would suggest that you stick with one. If you can't stick with one, if you really, really want to do multiple things, then I would suggest that you do all of them, but you make one that you can never skip at all. You just decide on one single one that you say, this is the most important one for me. And you have to decide. You cannot say, I cannot decide. Otherwise, if you skip one, you're probably going to skip the next, and you're going to skip the next. And then you finally, by the end of February, you probably have nothing left. Generally, people after 2 months or 3 months, they quit on their New Year's resolution. Now, that is very important. We decide on something that is one, okay? Now, the third thing that I tried, and the thing that I did, is that whenever I was going to do something, and whenever I was going to quit, or whenever I quit before I started this challenge, I was always quitting on my New Year's resolution. And I discovered the reason was because I didn't put them in a time frame. So I didn't say from the first month of this month, or from the first day of this month until this day. This year I did it differently, or let's say last year I did it differently. I said that I'm going to do it from January 1st until December 31st. And that made it so much clear. So the third tip is actually make it really, really clear. What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? When do you want to do it? And made everything clear. Now, as a bonus tip, which is 4, I normally said actually 3, but I think if you can really write your goal and not tell as many people as you can, just tell a few people that you think they're going to support you in this, they can hold you accountable for it. For me, what I did is that I put it online, and I made everyone available to read it and see it. As you see in this channel, the videos are not that quality, because when you do it every single day, it becomes really a hassle. It becomes really tiring. You have to look for the title, or you have to look for the topics that you're going to talk about inside the thing, and then it becomes really difficult. These are the tips that I was going to talk about, but I want to add a little bit more. So maybe I can tell you a little bit about my experience and how I went through this. As I said, it was not something very easy. I think it was something difficult, but there's one thing that I always felt fulfilled. I was always feeling that I'm reaching somewhere. I have a goal that I want to reach, which is making a video every single day for a year. This is the biggest accomplishment of my life. I'm going to do it no matter what. This kept me moving a lot. Despite it's not one of the 4 steps that I did, but this thing probably the most that made me really think about that time and that I spend, and I just didn't want it to go to waste. I know that the time that I could probably use it in a better way to make more quality videos and stuff like that to help the people better. But I just decided to make that challenge, let's say, challenge. And I decided to go through it. And this is going to be something that I have done in my life. Not so many people in the world could say that I have done one single video every single day for 1 year. Not a lot, not so many actually. And it's the same thing for you. You could do something, only you could do that one thing. Read 5 minutes or read 2 minutes a day for 1 year. Not so many people have done that. So there's also a bonus tip that you can get benefit out of. Yeah, that was all for me. I hope that I really hope from the bottom of my heart that you stick with your New Year's resolution. And if you stick with your New Year's resolution, that would mean the world. If this video helps any person, I would be very, very happy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.